Here comes the nasty gram.
Send a priest to save my soul, forget it.
Welcome back to the Nasty Gram RPG podcast. This is the Monster of the Week, Truffle in Paradise, Part 1.
Feeling it too hard is the poison to the heart of a cynic.
Welcome back, guys. I am your keeper, John. Joining me in the kitchen is...
Hey, this is Jake, and I will be playing Trent Morelo, the Spooky.
Hey, it's Ryan. I'm coming back at you as Ken Wiley, cruise aficionado and expert saucier.
Hey, this is Devin. I'll be playing Barry Bergeron, president and CEO of Rare Meats Incorporated, and I'll be playing the Wronged playbook.
And Matt, I'll be playing Anthony Scholl, the CDC, also The Chosen.
All right, awesome. Well, you all had a nice couple days to rest and relax after the last meal and the cruise before that you came back from. Nice, relaxing cruise. It has been a busy day getting ready for the next service coming up this weekend when Donna calls you into the office.
All of us, or just Anthony?
All of you.
Oh,
We all get to go meet with the big lady. This is exciting.
Get in here, hurry up. You walk into her office. It is a shambles of just paperwork everywhere. Sitting in one of the chairs is Barry. You've met him before. He has provided you all with some, what is it that Barry provides, the Ouroboros?
Barry provides the Ouroboros with dodo eggs, as well as dodo meat. He does do pre-cooked sort of rotisserie style, but he also quarters them in stock and things like that.
And what does Barry look like?
Barry is a rugged man, maybe late 40s. He has a very, Josh Brolin man look.
Yeah.
He wears all denim. He has a Metallica, old black Metallica t-shirt underneath, big dirty boots, and there's just a smell of manure about him.
The Canadian tuxedo?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He is Canadian, but he lives and operates Rare Meats Incorporated out of Western Massachusetts.
Hey, it's Meat Man Barry. Hey, Barry, how you been, man?
Howdy, fellers. Been all right. Glad you guys found the time to make it. He looks at his watch and back up at you guys.
Yeah, listen, Barry. If you're here to sell me any more of that pre-cooked fucking shit, you take your ass, get the fuck out of my restaurant. Do you understand me?
Where the fuck else you gonna get dodo eggs, brother?
You think you're the only fucking source I can get dodo eggs from. You're convenient, Barry. You're nothing more than a fucking convenience to me.
He looks at Donna, an eyebrow raised.
Well, last to walk in is Trent. Describe yourself, Trent.
Trent is young, maybe 21, 22 years old. Tall, skinny. When we are open, he's usually in a black suit. But at the moment, he's wearing ripped up jeans and a Meshuggah t-shirt. He has a kind of long hair shaved on the sides in like like just back out of his face at the moment. Tattoos on his arms. Wearing a little bit of eyeshadow. Looks like a angsty goth.
All right.
Always has what are they called? Earbuds, like iPod earbuds in his ears.
Awesome. All right, Trent, sit down. Have a seat, everyone. Hurry. We got a problem, all right? Our guest this weekend is Brian Chesky, the billionaire Airbnb kid, but our truffle supplier failed to deliver yesterday. She gestures over to Barry. She rolls her eyes. These millennials and their obsession with truffle oil.
Yep.
Well, Barry, play the message. She points to the cell phone kind of sitting on top of her desk in front of Barry.
He looks at it sort of confusedly. He looks around towards the kids and he sort of guesses He takes him like 3 presses to even open the phone from sleep mode.
You gotta press the home button.
Oh, okay, here. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Jesus Christ, it's the fucking blind leading the blind.
what do you even do here, kid?
Lean across the table and do it for him.
I got it.
Yeah. This morning, Barry received this voicemail from his supplier in France. You hear this shuffle of noise in the background of this. It's on speaker, so it also has that kind of white noise to it. And coming into the voice or into the voicemail, you hear. You hear a loud bang and shuffle as someone or something walks away from the phone as it repeats.
Chef, was that guy Croissant on there? Did something happen to him?
No. Barry, you know this guy. Your friend, right?
Forrest Labossiere.
Right. He owns this farm in France.
Finest truffles in the Eastern Hemisphere.
And that number was his?
It was, ma'am.
Was that French? What was he saying?
He said no truffles. Well, of course, we can't have this. We're going to need you all. Something's going on there, and I need you all to figure it out, all right? Now, more importantly, bring home a shipment. We need this for service. All right? What are you doing sitting here? We got the plane ready to go. Go.
Holy fuck, Donna, you sending me with these motherfuckers. Fine. We'll go figure out the fucking truffle problem. See what the fuck else is going on out there.
All right, hurry up. I'll do the cleaning and whatever while you're gone.
Just make sure Guy gets the fucking bread set up for service tonight. We need those hot cross buns ready for 8:45, and all of the souffles need to be ready. He understands that, right? If I come back with these fucking truffles and there ain't gonna be any souffles fucking ready, I'm gonna use that fucking nowhere. I'm gonna put that shit on her.
I know. As long as Ken doesn't play his little games with the rolling pin. Ken, you left it where it was supposed to be, right, Ken?
It's not my rolling pin. I don't know where it is. I'm not gonna take it with us. Okay, it's gonna be here. You got nothing to worry about. All right.
Well, get going.
Donna, why the fuck am I going?
We need more people. Something's going on. Your little whatever voodoo powers might help, you know?
Yeah, maybe if something scary comes along, you can fucking scare it away with your sadness. You fucking.
Hey, Chef, why don't you just use some truffle butter instead?
Okay, I'll give you some fucking truffle butter right on that upper lip. Let's get that fuck out of here.
You all shuffle out of her office and get your go bags as you all hop into an Uber to LaGuardia.
All right.
Barry has a big bag.
Big old bag.
Got a name on it.
It says Barry.
Trent has a
Barry.
backpack and a guitar case.
Of course.
Barry's bag is denim as well.
Oh my god.
Ken still has his hard exterior rolling suitcase that he takes with him pretty much everywhere.
Stickers all over
Stickers all, yeah. From all the cruise ships he's been on. Yeah.
Tony's just got his knife roll.
That's all he needs. You all board the private jet on the tarmac of LaGuardia and take off on your way east towards France. Screen wipe.
Can we role play the entire?
Yeah, if you want.
How long is
Yeah.
How long is
6 hours.
All right,
5
cool.
6 hours. Yeah.
All right.
Take a bottle of the Dom Perignon, and you want to open up one of the 2-ounce jars of the Ocetra, or maybe the 4.
Of course, that'll be off of your paycheck.
Yeah, it's gonna be on Guy's. Guy Toussaint's. Just put it on his.
Again?
You know how the French are so generous.
Hey, Barry, can I ask you something? What the fuck is so special about these truffles? I mean, they're not. Are they magic truffles? Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, are they magic truffles?
Barry's has like 6 empty bags of peanuts in front of him. He's just chowing down and he's shaking his head as he's chewing the last bit. Wasn't good.
I mean, we could have sent Bobby down to the farmer's market to get fucking truffles.
No. You ever had real truffles from France? Chef, back me up here. This stuff is the cream of the crop. I mean, these pigs are they look for weeks, and they find one little nugget, and it's so rich. It's so earthy.
Barry, now listen, if this guy's using fucking pigs to get his truffles, then I need to seriously question his ethics and standards, because, you know, the premier truffle hunting is done by dogs nowadays. They got a better fucking nose, can sniff them out, and you don't get the product loss, because some fucking pigs are fucking pigs, and they just fucking
Forrest is
eat 'em.
old school.
Okay.
Listen, Mr. Labossiere is old school. These are old world truffles. Maybe that's why you don't get truffles like these anymore, is because you're using dogs to get them.
Mm-hmm.
There is listen, any wino will tell you a little bit of that poo flavor is exactly what you want.
You're having this conversation in the Uber from the local French airport. I didn't look up. To a small village, Bordeaux, France. It's basically smack dab in the middle of France. Beautiful rolling hills and forests line the streets. Idyllic farmland, little villages, little old world French villages that you pass through. And you get to this one idyllic little French village with an inn. And the Uber lets you out, or a taxi driver lets you out, and you are in Bordeaux, France. You know, Barry, that this is the closest kind of civilization to the farm. It's about another 10-minute drive to the farm itself.
Do we have a car set up?
Yeah.
Great. I'll drive.
You hop in a car and head down towards the farm. It's probably early afternoon by now. Actually, you flew east, so it's probably late afternoon, towards the evening at this point, by the time you get to this village, and about dinner time by the time you get to the farm.
Y'all want some peanuts? He takes out of his pocket. He has like 4 more bags of them.
Where are you getting all those peanuts from, Barry?
You gotta do a little sweet talking. That's all you gotta do.
Who are you sweet talking for peanuts though? Jimmy Carter?
You want them or not?
Yeah, I want some peanuts.
All right. Dish them out.
Holy shit, these are good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Chef, you gotta try these peanuts, man. Just put these nuts in your mouth.
Holy shit.
So good.
Fine. Oh, yeah, he's real small, though. These tiny nuts you got there, Barry.
Barry keeps driving.
You stop in front of this gate. So nestled in the small valley, this French farm consists of a modest manor house built with plastered stone, 2 large stone warehouses, and a grain silo. A stone wrought iron fence lines the roads with tall wrought iron gates blocking the way up the drive towards the manor. Above the gate is the name Labossiere in iron letters, and on either side of the gate are what appear to be guardhouses that look empty. It looks very quiet inside. There's no movement that you can see from the road. The fields are surrounded by a cluster of buildings. The fields surrounding the cluster of buildings are lined with oak trees as well as other crops in various stages of growth. And then behind the farm, a hill rises above, covered in just thick, dense forest.
Is it usually this quiet, John?
No, there's at least guards in these guardhouses.
Okay.
You know that Forrest takes his privacy very seriously. I mean, his product is pretty well known and very valuable. So really nobody is allowed on the property unless they have a prior authorization or invitation. And his guards are armed usually, and they're usually at the gate.
Okay. All right. Mr. Forrest is very secretive. His product is some of the best in the world. But as far as Ouroboros is concerned, Mr. Forrest Labossiere is not aware of some of the different ways that we come by some of our dishes. So less we can spook him, maybe, the better.
Yeah, I'll let you do the fucking talking.
Well, that's a bad idea, but at least I can get us to the man. I'm more comfortable talking to the man himself. His guards are a little bit prickly sometimes. You know what I mean?
You sure shit gods if he's fucking something happened.
Right. You know, I studied in France back in the early 80s, so maybe I could, talk my way through here. show him some stuff that I know. So let's do this.
All right. We pull up. If we get stopped, he'll from the front. He'll roll down Ken's window.
You get to the gate. So there's one gate kind of on the roadside and one gate beyond the one gatehouse on the roadside, one beyond. You've done this before. You pull up to the one that's on the roadside, and it looks empty. There's nobody in it.
Cranes his neck. He's looking around.
The gates are closed and look like they're closed and locked.
Beep beep.
That kind of echoes through the valley, but in your headlights now that it's a little dark, especially with the western hill kind of blocking some of the sun. Your headlights kind of beam up this driveway towards the manor house, flashing it with light, and you don't see any movement. You wait a couple of minutes, nobody answers
He'll pull up to the other gate.
The gate itself is locked and closed.
All right, real top flight security here. Hey, Trent, would you hop the fuck out and see what's going on inside that?
What?
Take out your fucking earbuds and listen and reply to me as chef. Go and check out the fucking guardhouse. See if anybody's in there.
Yeah. Yes, chef. Fucking guy. Slams the door. I go over and just look in the window.
In the window, there's nobody in there. There's a couple like clipboards and it looks like a little walkie-talkie station. But beyond that,
is there like a walkie-talkie like plugged in like in the charger thing?
Yeah.
I try to like open the door or a window.
Yeah, it opens.
Okay.
You're able to get into the guardhouse.
Okay. I turn on the walkie-talkie.
Crackles for a minute and
Anyone there? Oh, fuck. I don't know. I stop pushing the button and go, hey, Ken.
Yeah.
How do you say, is anyone there in French?
Qu'est-ce que c'est là?
Qu'est-ce que c'est là? I'd say it.
you wait a second. No reply.
What the fuck did you just tell me to say?
I told you to say what you wanted to say, kid.
Barry's smiling.
Well, I throw the walkie-talkie to Anthony through the window. I say, there's no one there. And they left their walkie, so I don't know. They're not like patrolling or whatever.
Yeah, you see a button or a switch?
Sure.
Let's go. We got to get back. We got fucking service. Flip the switch or the button. Do it. Let's go.
Yeah, easily enough. You find a opening thing and it electronically opens the gate.
Okay. I do that, and then I walk over, and after they drive through, I get in.
You drive through and peek at the other guardhouse. Same deal. It looks empty.
They got a real, French chateau vibe going on here, huh?
Yeah, he's, Mr. Labossiere is very wealthy.
Now, for what he charges for those truffles, no fucking wonder.
Yeah, well, this is quite strange. I mean, there's always someone in these guardhouses. Always. Any lights on in the house?
Yeah, there's some lights on.
All right, maybe we go down to the house. Maybe they're doing a meeting or something.
You drive down the driveway and kind of pull into the designated guest parking area in front of the manor and hop out. The door itself isn't locked.
Barry knocks anyways. He'll wait for maybe 10, 15 seconds and then knock again and open the door.
Yeah, there's no answer, but you open the door. There's some lights on, it's this little foyer that you walk into. On the right side, kind of open, is a large dining room, and then behind that is the kitchen, and then a study on the right, and then some staircases that lead upstairs. It's a large but 2-story manor.
Monsieur Labossiere.
Your voice kind of echoes through, but there's no reply.
I got a funny feeling about this, fellers.
All right, well,
do the lights work?
Barry will flip a switch, couple switches.
The electricity seems to be on.
All right, fucking Christ, everybody fan out. So I get go in groups. Fucking teamwork makes the dream work. It's
Please don't put me with Trent. Please don't put me with Trent.
Barry, you're gonna be with Trent.
Oh, thank God.
Wiley, you're with me.
All right.
Come on, kid. We'll head upstairs Kitchen's through there, dining room. I'm going to go take a peek around the bedrooms. Stay close.
All right.
Stay out of them fucking drawers. You fucking creep.
Man, the guy's uncanny.
I'm not sure which one of you he was talking to, but you both kind of creep me out in different ways. I just want to throw that out there.
As we're going upstairs, I say, I think he can like read minds or shit.
Yeah, downstairs. Where do you kind of start your search?
Oh, I'm heading towards the kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the only place to start.
Yeah.
We always have to do family meal at the beginning. It's been a long drive.
Yeah. And we only had peanuts.
Where's all the Costco condiments?
To get to the kitchen, you kind of have to walk through this large dining room, and you notice that it looks like it's set for a meal. Kind of confirms as you walk into the kitchen where it's kind of half in the middle of dinner preparation. There's half-cut food. There's knives lying down. There are, ingredients out that should be like refrigerated. They're just kind of out. It looks like someone was preparing food and left in a hurry.
Tony's picking at some of the stuff that's been left out. He's probably ripped a piece of baguette off and like put some butter on it, a little bit of sea salt on it as he's walking by. Maybe some pate on some of the bread in one hand as he's walking through. He's looking for signs of any sort of, I don't know, I guess struggle, trying to figure out what's going on.
All right, why don't you
roll the die.
Yeah, why don't you roll
Investigate?
Investigate a mystery. And Ken, if you want to help out.
I would love to help out.
Yeah.
So roll your plus cool, Ken.
No self-respecting chef is going to, especially French chef, is going to leave food like this set. No, I mean, this butter's going to spoil soon.
No one should leave a kitchen halfway through meal prep like this. Either something terrible happened here, or something terrible needs to happen to these people.
Yeah, somebody needs to get strung up. That's a 6.
I got an 11, so it's a 7.
Good.
Wait, what?
He helped out.
I helped out.
You hit it. I thought your 11 turned into a 7. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, actually, it's 12. Yeah, 12 with my plus 1. So
Ken is very uncool.
Yeah. He is super uncool.
Do you have the move list in front of you, Matt? For investigating a mystery, like the questions?
I can send you a picture of it if you want.
What happened here?
Okay.
Oh, that's the...
Yeah. What happened? So you're eating your bread. You notice it's stale. It's probably been out a couple days.
Oh, okay.
If you had to guess.
So the butter's rancid as well.
Yeah. Yeah, you take one.
Fucking still better than the butter back home. Fucking American food system, such garbage.
And you're kind of circling this kitchen, and you notice that the back door, like there's a kind of a kitty corner door that leads out to the back, is smashed open.
Oh.
And what looks like something spilled on the ground, and something was dragged through that spill towards the door and out.
Well, looks like I may have found some sort of clue. Hey, Wiley, well, you're the saucier. You're good with all the fucking everything. What do you think this spill is?
I'm gonna get the pinky finger out.
Yep.
And give it a taste.
It's truffle oil.
Truffle oil. Yeah. Oh, it's truffle oil.
Oh fuck!
But that's not just any truffle oil, chef. That's probably the best truffle oil I've ever tasted.
Well,
Told you.
Just remember what I always tell you: truffle oil is never better than fresh truffles. I don't care how good it is. Let me try something. Fuck, that is pretty good. No, nah. This can't believe I didn't smell this when we first walked in. This shit is fucking stinky, but at least maybe looks like they got dragged through it. Maybe we can fucking sniff them down or something. Get one of them young old sniffers, olfactories up on Trent.
Yeah, actually, so you say that as you walk into that little corner before the door to the outside, and it does hit you, that strong scent of truffle kind of hits your nose. We'll go to the upstairs. What are you guys looking through? There's a couple bedrooms, it looks like, and that's pretty much it upstairs. Master bedroom and like 3 other smaller bedrooms.
I think Barry's just calling out, Monsieur Le Bossier. Knocking on doors, open them up. Monsieur Le Bossier, you here?
Trent's doing a little bit more of a search, like looking for anything that looks out of place. Probably opening drawers he shouldn't be opening. Yeah.
Hey,
I'm looking for as he opens like a bedstand table, he says, "Barry, you know this is absolutely fucked, right? I mean, look, Donna doesn't just send us out into the field on the private jet unless like someone is going to get eaten by like a kaiju or some shit."
Listen, Donna's paying me a healthy sum to come out and visit Mr. Le Bossier.
All right.
You can see he has a sort of bag, his duffel bag, one slung over his shoulder, and then he's holding it open. And you see you hear clicking noises as he's fidgeting with something in the bag. Says, "I'm sure nothing to worry about, kid. Let's keep on moving. Get our hands out of Mr. Le Bossier's business."
Always something to worry about when she sends us out.
What do you? I haven't seen your arm much in the kitchen. What do you do for them?
I don't really work in the kitchen. I'm expo. I make sure the food looks good, goes out on time. I kind of deal with the front of the house and the back of the house.
He's nodding. Why don't we expedite our way around the rest of this room and go down and fetch the others? I got a bad feeling about this kid.
Hey, Chef, I got an idea. If everybody's gone, maybe we can just find out where they keep the truffles and grab some and go. Right? Like, just get out of here and just, take what we need. We can even leave some, we can send a check or something. I don't know.
See, that's why I'm in charge. Where we take a little bit of truffles now. What happens next season? No access. Gone. We got to keep the supply coming in. That's what the people are paying for. Supply and demand. Maybe this time we help them out. We get a fucking discount. Instead of paying out of the fucking tits for these truffles, we get it maybe around a little fucking dick level or something like that.
Trent, as you're opening and closing drawers, before your conversation, but you notice that there's a large armoire open, and one drawer is kind of hanging out. Mm-hmm. You look in it, and it looks like it's room for a rifle, and there's like a little stand with shells in it, and there's like half a dozen missing, and the rifle's not there.
Hey, Barry, check this out.
He walks over.
Dude had a big-ass piece in here.
Sure did. He's quite a prolific hunter.
I opened like the main doors of the armoire. Are there other weapons in here?
No, just that hunting, just where whatever was there, whatever rifle was there.
He's usually very particular. Wouldn't leave his drawer open like this. I think he might have gone out of here in a hurry.
Yeah. Telling you, man, this is gonna go from bad to worse real quick. Always does.
I don't like that attitude, kid. Let's get downstairs.
You guys all meet back in the kitchen area.
Barry is now he has the duffel bag slung over his shoulder, and he has a Winchester pump action or lever action rifle, just sort of hanging over his shoulder. He ain't here.
His gun's missing.
Is it on his fucking back? Where the fuck did that come from?
He looks at the bag.
The fuck else you got in there? Jesus Christ!
He puts his hand in. He pulls out a 12-gauge shotgun. He pulls out some ammunition, and then he pulls out like a couple more bags of peanuts, and he offers them to the group.
I look in the bag. Is there anything in there besides guns, bullets, and peanuts?
There's
pair of underwear.
yeah, there's fresh underwear. There's some socks, and then there's like a little very nice lunchbox size thing.
You know, once Diane and I went on a cruise around it was always Cape of Good Hope, Cape Horn. That is the suitcase I wish I packed for that trip. Barry, that's some good packing right there. Yeah.
Yep. It's Patagonia, brother.
As you all are in the kitchen, the two of you went upstairs. You are hit with that overwhelming scent of truffle.
I say, oh shit. And I take a piece of bread off the table and dip it in it.
You're not gonna fucking carry your expo. You fucking pick off of dirty plates. Fucking monster.
Well, it's not like you fucking pay me enough to do anything besides pick off dirty plates.
You're paid the government allowed minimum plus tips. That's not my fault. Why don't you fucking talk to the system about it, huh? Always fucking bitching. You get better tips than most other servers anyway. Keep talking back, and I'm gonna send you back to Ruby Tuesdays where I fucking found you.
Hey, Chef, you keep talking to him like that. The you might make him cry. His eyeliner might run a little bit.
Barry's quietly glad that he doesn't work for Chef Anthony.
Speaking of that smell, though, whatever or whoever was dragged through this truffle oil, they're gonna be fucking reeking for high heaven. So I don't know, Trent, think you might be able to like sniff your way around it? I know you're always sniffing around for fucking something.
I'm not a fucking bloodhound.
Well, you're younger than I am. Fucking, you smoke cigarettes? You smoke cloves like this fucking moron over here?
Who do you point to?
Does Forrest keep dogs?
That was yeah.
Yeah.
Would they be in that farmhouse or another?
You'd expect them to be yapping up a storm right now.
Yeah, Mr. Labossiere. Speaking of smell, bloodhounds. Mr. Labossiere keeps dogs. I haven't heard a peep from them in the whole time we've been here. Very strange.
And one of the warehouses has pigs,
Okay.
and you haven't heard any pigs either.
Mr. Labossiere's rifle is gone, along with some ammunition. Now, wouldn't be like him. He looks around the kitchen, dining room. Wouldn't be like him to pick up and head out on a hunt as dinner is about to be served. He looks at the drag marks. Man, there's something foul going on here, brothers.
Well, what kind of gun do you think was in that cabinet?
One just like this one, actually.
A shotgun?
Hunting rifle.
So if you got a shot off, we'd see shells. I'm kind of looking around on the floor.
Yeah, you'd be right if there was a rounds fired in here.
Wouldn't be able to smell gunpowder over this fucking truffle oil.
How long?
See any holes in the fucking wall?
How long has this bread been out?
This bread's stale as fuck. It's been here for a while.
Days.
What do you guys do?
I go out the back door, follow where the drag marks lead.
Now that you thought about the shells on the ground, you're kind of looking. There's like a bit of a stone kind of patio in the back, and then a little path that leads up towards leads up the hill. It's flanked by those two warehouses, probably a half an acre away or probably 200 meters away, and then the silo. And then lining both of those are the oak trees where the actual farm is, the actual truffle farm is. They're kind of lined up. And you're looking on this patio, and you do see a couple shells kind of glinting in the faint waning light.
Barry pulls out of his bag. He has one of those headlamps that you put around your head, and he'll turn it on. All right.
I pick up one of the shells and I just hand it to Anthony.
What do you want me to do with this?
I don't know. Got a couple shots off though.
Yeah.
Barry pulls out one of his and compares. He hands it to Chef. Says he sort of compares it. Does the caliber match? This is Mr. Labossiere's rifle, all right. Now whether he fired the shot, I don't know.
It's a 30-06 hunting rifle bullet, basically.
Yeah, I mean, if he probably wasn't the one getting dragged away then, right?
True. Maybe they took the chef. Maybe his wife. He got a wife, kids.
Got a beautiful family.
Maybe had.
I don't like the way you're talking,
Yeah.
Chef.
I don't like the way you're talking, Barry. You said that in a kind of a weird way, man. Just throwing that out there.
Listen,
Listen, if that's coming from Wiley, that's fucking weird. Okay. All right. So let's say he went out there, fired some shots off at whatever was dragging away. We'll say, person A. I don't fucking know. And then what? Headed off after him. What was that phone call that I made? Was no truffles, right?
Why the fuck didn't we bring the pastry chef? He speaks French.
Because souffle is fucking delicate, okay? This is why you're a food runner. You don't even know how to fucking explain the food. You just carry it from the fucking kitchen to the table and put it down and don't open your mouth. That's your best fucking quality. Keep that in mind, all right, Trent?
I don't know how many fucking ugly ass dishes this guy has tried to serve to customers. I point over at Ken. So you don't know how much fucking work I put into making your shit look good.
Oh, that's why Ken doesn't touch anything finished plates. He's there in the fucking mornings. Just remember that. I gotta fucking. Why do you think you write those Cisco labels every night? It's because I gotta go through the goddamn walk-in and slap it on top of it so he thinks it's goddamn Cisco condiments or he's making fucking garbage to your cafeteria food.
As they're arguing, Barry, you remember that looking this way, the warehouse on the left is where the pigs are kept. Mm-hmm. The one on the right is kind of where the kennel is and where they process the truffles for shipment.
so kennel's left. He takes a look around for a moment. John, would you indulge me a flashback real quick?
Yeah.
It's a kitchen dining room, much like this one, except the table's only set for two. We see Barry and a woman sitting across from him. There's a candle, some wine, nice rack of lamb in front of them, in between them. And it's quiet. You just hear the clinking of the plates and the eating and the silent And then there's just this squealing noise coming from outside. And Barry just shoots to his feet. He runs upstairs into a closet where there's a little safe. He quickly opens it up, pulls out a rifle, runs downstairs, runs out to the back door. We just see him looking at him in the house behind him, and he's just beyond the camera. He's just firing. And you hear this. And then he flashes back to the here and now. How long would it take if someone were to be grabbed and pulled out through that door?
Yep.
For Forrest to run upstairs, grab his rifle, come back down to that outside, and still have time to fire off 2 rounds at whatever it was. And as he looks out over the field, he looks how far would have something have gotten where he would have been able to fire off a couple rounds?
So, yeah, the getting back upstairs, getting the rifle and coming back down, takes maybe a minute or two.
Okay.
He runs back downstairs. If it's walking pace or running pace, it's something being dragged, maybe walking pace. It would get probably to the end of the warehouses.
Okay.
If it turned the corner, it would be out of line of sight. Any further beyond there, it kind of terminates at a kind of hedgerow, a little bit of rough ground, and then the deep forest kind of climbs up into the hill. And as you look over there, as the sun's starting to set, a fog is starting to kind of fall down this hill through the forest.
Mr. Labossiere, whoever it was who fired these rounds, had time to run upstairs, grab the rifle, come back down, fire off 2 shots. Now, if they ducked out anywhere between here and that there warehouse, he wouldn't have had a shot. I think we head down there. Mr. Labossiere is a fine shot, I'll tell you that. Now, I don't know who dragged out. Maybe it was the man himself. But whoever it was got the rifle, came down, and they saw something.
I mean,
You got pigs to the right, kennels to the left, and I hadn't heard no dogs.
good a place to start as any, I guess, but you're making a lot of assumptions. Like, number one being that it was a man.
Oh my fucking god!
Listen, brother. All right. Well, I'm just ignorant of all this stuff that's going on right now. I apologize.
I'm not. Look, I'm not right now. Okay, that's not what I'm fucking talking about.
What are your pronouns, Trent?
I'm saying
What are
it
your
could be a
pronouns,
fucking pig. It could be a dog. I don't fucking know.
You didn't answer me though.
It's whatever, man. It's fucking fluid. Okay, we're not getting into this shit again. Jesus Christ, fucking boomers, man. What I meant was, if you could get your head out of your ass and not worry about that shit, I meant it could be a monster. Could be a pig. Could be a fucking living truffle. I don't know.
Chupacabra.
Could be a chupacabra.
Hey,
But we're not in fucking Jersey, are we? So it's probably not a chupacabra.
That's the Jersey Devil, brother. That's very different.
Did Bobby
He's looking
make,
at you very seriously.
Bobby told me to watch this documentary a while back about fungal networks and shit. Anybody else see that?
I mean,
Yeah, one big organism.
Yeah.
Yep.
What if that's what we're dealing with here? I'm going to consult with my books. Hang on.
okay, yeah, you fucking Jesus fuck.
What is your
I don't know.
what does your consult books do again? Is that aid somebody or?
That was more just for.
I know.
Yeah. But let's see.
I just want to know.
If I trawl through my memories for something relevant to the case at hand, I can roll plus weird. That's dark pass. That's a little different. Yeah. That'll be coming up at some point.
Yeah. What are you guys doing?
Which way is the wind blowing?
It's blowing down from the hill towards you.
Is that in either direction of the kennel? Like, are we downwind of the kennel or the pig?
Yeah, you are.
Jump. Well, we're still around the patio area.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'm going to go look at the other side of that door and see if there's any sort of signs of forced entry.
Of the door that into the kitchen?
Yeah, back into the kitchen.
Yeah. When you left, you noticed that it was bashed in against the hinges.
Okay.
It was like broken in.
Okay. All right.
Is there any blood mixed in with that spill? By any
There
chance?
was a little, yeah. It was bad. It was more that it was kind of. It doesn't look like it was like broken in.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it was just enough force was put on the door in the reverse direction that it was broken open.
Okay.
Do we smell? I mean,
Yep. Truffle.
yeah, I was gonna say Tony's gonna start walking across the field, just keeping his nose in the air, sniffing for the smell of truffle oil.
You smell it. You smell it pretty much everywhere now that the wind is kind of blowing across the field.
Barry will follow the chef closely. He has his gun out, his Winchester.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's gonna head towards
follow from the rear.
follow the direction of the strongest smell of the truffle oil, keeping his eye on the ground to see if he sees any more like drag marks.
Yeah, you see that what Barry was saying is probably what happened. That there is obvious it's kind of a dirt / stone path that leads through these two warehouses to the back of the property. And you see like some torn up dirt here and a scuff there, and it looks like it's leading back up this path between both of the warehouses. So you're following that?
Yeah.
It's getting darker, but as you get closer to the warehouses, you notice that they have two like large wooden sliding doors, like gates basically. They are pushed open and out. Kind of splinters of wood here and there. One of the doors is laying across the road.
Like pushed against the hinges?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, whatever this was strong. I know Pig did this. Even I sold Mr. Labossiere some pigs a few years ago, and man, they weren't this big.
What if it was a man-bear pig?
Don't joke about that, man.
I'm not.
You really think it's man
Barry,
bear
I'm
pig?
not joking. I'm not joking about that. I'm
Do
very.
you seriously think it's man bear pig?
I mean, there's a distinct possibility here. I mean, the Ursus in Europe are smaller than most North American bears, but still, like a European man bear pig would be a pretty serious problem for us right now.
Yeah, we can't put that on the menu. Is that cannibalism?
No, the bear pig. It's fine.
But the man part,
Cut that right off.
Don't worry about that. That's,
Trim around it.
I think the man part is just the distinction that it walks on two legs. I think
I
we're
mean,
fine.
yeah, it's a question of like, can you serve a werewolf that's in wolf man form when you know it used to be a man?
not that again.
It's a serious ethical question, Trent.
So long
You
as it's
never answered it, man.
sustainable
Come on.
and organic, we serve it. Okay? Whatever the customer wants, they get.
It's about self-awareness. That's the problem. That's why I keep saying we cannot eat that fucking squid thing. It has a name, like it has its own fucking language. We can't. I'm not getting into this again.
Good.
As you guys are walking and talking, you get to the opening, the two openings of these warehouses. In the to the left is the sty, the pig sty, and where the pig pen is, and it is looks like it was ransacked. The wood pens are just broken open. There's mud and dirt everywhere. And out this like opening, you can see there's a trail of mud, dirt, wood, everything just heading in towards the, and the other side, it's not quite as chaotic. A couple of the kind of prep tables are tossed. There's like crates, with like wooden crates of truffles that are kind of spilled out. Some of them are spilled out onto the road, in front of you. And, what looks like, it looks like it's been tossed, and this door has been busted out.
Start grabbing the truffles. Barry, bring that fucking magic bag over here. Let's start loading this shit up.
Magic bag.
He pulls out stuff that's in the bag and starts putting it in his pockets. It's way more stuff than what you would think would fit in this bag. And he puts it down on the ground and opens it up. And Barry's going to go, he's going to go outside. He just has the Winchester and he's sort of scanning, making sure, because man, y'all making a lot of noise. We're going to do this quiet. We got to do this quick. And then we keep on moving. Heard?
So as Tony's like grabbing some of the nicer, larger, unbruised and damaged truffles that are lying around, he's also looking for prints. Something.
Why don't you try to investigate, maybe? Investigate mystery.
So now I gotta tell you guys, if there's time to fucking lean, there's time to clean, there's also time to help me fucking look around. Why don't you make yourselves fucking useful? Wiley, fucking Trent, Jesus fucking Christ, always just trying to milk the goddamn clock. Fuck.
Hey, fuck! I'm reading about mushrooms over here. All right, trying to learn some shit.
Ooh, that's a 10, 11.
All right, so you get 3 of those questions. You can hold them if you want, but and if you have another question that you can think of that makes sense, I can answer.
Word 3, eh?
Yep. Sorry, hold 2. My bad.
Okay. I guess what sort of creature is it, and where did it go?
Okay. So you're kind of poking around. You have a flashlight out now. It's dark inside this warehouse. These tables are tossed, and you're spreading your flashlight back and forth, and you see that there's a little cellar like bulkhead kind of in the corner, and the metal doors are busted open. You peek over it, and you see that there's some sort of like strands of white plant material that are kind of laid across this opening and kind of look like they were severed or whatever. But they lead down into that basement. And where did it go? As you're doing that, it actually goes to Barry. You're outside and you have your rifle scanning the forest. This fog is starting to become a bit oppressive to you. You're getting a little worried, and all of a sudden you feel a low rumble come from the direction of the forest. Just this extreme bass as it kind of shakes around you. And you feel this too, a bit less than if you're on the inside, but you feel this rumble, this this kind of earthquakey feeling.
All right, now for the next important question. How many kilos of truffles did I pick up? Should I roll for that, or is it just you're going to give me some?
Because of your good roll, actually, I'm going to say, so one of the things you notice as you're picking up these truffles that have been kind of sitting in the road, they are basically desiccated. They are dried out from the sun, and they're probably no good to serve. There are some inside, maybe like 2 kilos worth of truffles that are still packaged in their boxes. But anything that kind of got spilled out into the sunlight has been dried up.
Word. So 2 kilos truffles. Word.
And we go back and we don't. That's it.
Was that like 6 pounds or something? I'm not familiar with these.
Holy shit. And you're not supposed to be doing all my sauce work. You do know all the recipes are in fucking weights, right?
Chef, these are all fucking. These look like shit.
Yeah, I know.
These
That's
are
why
more
they're
shriveled
still
than
there.
Ken's nuts.
Fucking Ken. He's got a point.
What? Why the fuck have you been looking at my nuts, kid? Those are private pictures that are not for your consumption. I didn't send those.
Hey,
did I send those to
once
you?
it's on the internet, it's not private.
Fuck! Did I die? Oh.
Ken, I warned you about that OnlyFans shit.
Maybe if you paid him more, he wouldn't need supplemental income.
This dirty, gross, like sun-baked feet on the fucking feet or whatever.
State minimum wages. Lobby your representatives, not fucking me. Jesus Christ. We barely turn a profit anyway. You want money? More fucking money?
What's interesting is that looks like there's light emanating from that cellar. And it kind of looks like fluorescent light.
Okay, well, to fucking Wiley, your mushroom books, they talk about this mycelium, that's white shit that's fucking growing out of here.
Let's see. Let me look at my yeah. I got something on that. Should I roll investigate or
just roll a plus sharp.
plus sharp?
For me. Yeah.
All right.
No downside, but just see how much info you get.
Oh, can I? Let's see. Let's. So this is. Can I check my mystical library for this?
Yeah.
We're saying this thing. So that will. So it'll give preparing tomes and grimoires. I get +1 forward for use magic, but I'll also roll on that. I got a 4. Yeah, mycelium. It's they're mushrooms. And they're white.
You think they're the roots of mushrooms?
Yeah, it's like
whatever.
It's like that. It's like that documentary that Bobby told me to watch that I fell asleep 5 minutes into. It's about fucking mushrooms. Like, what the fuck?
Perfect. All right, well.
What do you guys do?
Did it seem like that rumble came from underground everywhere, or?
It felt like the sound came from the direction of the forest, but you felt it in the ground, basically. You don't know where it came from, but.
Look, I don't know shit about mushrooms, but they don't make the ground shake and they don't drag people out of houses.
Yeah, Trent, the kind of fucking food that we serve at Aurora Borealis is the kind of shit that are human-sized truffles that drag people the fuck away.
Oh, dude, yeah, look up myconoids.
The fuck is a myconoid?
Mike and Ike's?
Myconoid. Look it up in your fucking books.
I mean, I can look. I mean, I don't know if there's fucking myconoids in these books. I can look. Mike and Ike's? Like the candies?
Oh, okay.
You fellas done looting? We should be scooting.
Yeah, well, we go into that sound, or you want to check out what's in this fucking hole?
What's that? Oh, shit.
Oh,
You
yeah.
poke your head and you see the cellar door, the cellar entrance busted open and like a faint fluorescent light emanating from it.
All right. Someone get the door for me. And, Barry drops the Winchester. It sort of hangs on a sling, and he pulls out the 12 gauge.
All right. So it says here that myconoids are mushrooms that they have gills and a cone-shaped cap without a vulva or anus. Is that accurate, Trent? Is that what you were looking for?
Shut the fuck up.
What'd I say?
All right. There's a door on this cellar?
Yeah, it's the bulkhead door, kind of busted open, but it leads down.
Tony will go over and stand off to the side and open up that door for Barry.
Barry, you descend these cellar stairs.
Just the headlamp illuminating in front of him.
I take out my creme brulee torch.
Well, there are these
Yeah.
kind of harsh fluorescent lights that kind of wash over you as you get further down. It kind of leads back towards the house, kind of in that direction. And laying up these stairs are those white strands of plant-like material that terminate at the end of the top of the stairs.
What the fuck?
And they lead down this hallway, this stone and concrete hallway, lit by these fluorescent lights, into there's at the end of this hallway, it's just one door. There's on the right hand side looks like a wine cellar or a cellar, like a store cellar that has an opening. There's some crates and barrels in there. But at the end of the hallway is what looks like a steel door that got busted open where these strands are coming from. And more of that fluorescent light is kind of emanating from it.
Are we smelling any truffle oil as we're down?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Very strong.
Fuck, it stinks. I think we're on at least the right path, wherever this fucking thing came from. Barry, you keep that fucking gun leveled ahead of us.
He turns back at you. His eyes are wide. He's like, "Yes, chef."
Trent, what the fuck can you do? Besides look sad at something, maybe make it depressed.
I mean, you want me to go back to the car and get my axe?
The fuck? Why didn't you bring your axe all the way here?
Of course I did.
What the?
Holy fuck. No.
I mean, look, if there's myconoids down here,
Yeah, they don't have anuses or vulvas. This will be fine. We just...
I almost spit that hot tea. Do you approach the door, Barry?
Barry's like, "Fucking kid." He approaches the door slowly.
As you get closer, the room beyond comes into focus. It looks like a lab, and you're pretty familiar with what one would look like. Your wife probably has one at home.
Yeah.
There are clean steel tables in the middle with beakers and microscopes, various machines on the wall. There's a hanging. There's actually this room. There's a room before the room. It looks like it's a clean room. That door is busted open too, and in that there is like a clean suit kind of crumpled on the ground, and then another one hanging on a hook in that little airlock.
Well, ain't clean no more. Steps in.
Yeah, and to that fact, there are tables that are tossed as well, and on the ground, the aroma of truffle is almost gagging you at this point.
God damn.
This laboratory reminds me of my magical laboratory.
Yeah.
Which makes me want. So I'm gonna search through my trawl through my memories. I'm gonna roll dark past.
Okay.
So this is fun because this could make me responsible for this if I roll poorly. This happened last time.
What does it do if you succeed?
If I succeed, it's a question I can ask. So it's on a I can ask you questions essentially.
Okay.
So I got a 7 plus weird. So I got 8. So 7 to 9. Ask 1. So I'm gonna look at the laboratory. Look at what kind of like alembics and like all kind. Is it like a scientific laboratory or like a magical?
A scientific laboratory.
Right. Fuck. I'm gonna look at their science shit, and I'm gonna try to determine what black magic do I know that could help here.
Chef, you know what this means, right? This is fucked. We're fucked. We're gonna need a new supplier.
And nothing's fucked yet, kid.
No, it's
Listen.
We have to look. We can't advertise these truffles as organic, non-GMO anymore.
Oh, motherfucker.
You're fucking right. And if this motherfucker's been lying to us this whole goddamn time,
Hey,
I'm gonna have his fucking
because
balls.
no, stop here. Just because there's like beakers and shit here doesn't mean this isn't organic. But organic, they could be dealing with completely organic substances here. We don't know. It was verified, right?
RT, what are you trying to get from that black mat? Like, what's the result you're trying to?
I want a pesticide essentially that I can put in my juju bag.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
So do you with that? Do you have to roll again for like a weird roll for it, or is it just a thing that appears?
So that was the weird look. I mean, it's just flavor stuff, really.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like when I eventually throw my juju bag at these things later.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna that'll help me decide what's in it. I don't think I get a bonus for it, but I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I could look at magic and see if I can.
You, Ken, as a world traveler, you've heard a lot about, there's a lot of scare stories out there about the next plague to kill us all, and one such that you've read a lot about it is a fungal infection, parasitical fungal infection. So in that instance, you have this kind of antifungal powder that you have kind of concocted.
So one thing that happens a
Tough
lot.
acting, Tinactin.
You got me. One thing that happens a lot on cruises, if you don't bring your flip flops, you can get some really bad athlete's foot in the showers. They just don't clean those the way they should. That's why I have the black light with me. But so I created this fungicide. I use it myself all the time if I'm in a communal shower. I think if I
or any other communal sort of setting where you might get a fungal infection, right? Right, Ken?
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You heard about your cruises, buddy. Yeah. That's good though. That's good. Use lots of protection.
That's exactly right. You gotta be safe, kid. Hey, the best safety tip I have for you, kid. Don't get married. Listen. I seriously, Diane. I love Diane. I've been married 6 times. I have.
Barry's nodding his head.
I have alimony and child support to 5 different women. I have one. I married Karen twice. I owe her alimony twice. How does that even make sense? I wouldn't still be doing. You know how much money I made as a chef? I wouldn't still be doing this if I didn't get married. Anyway, fungicide.
Barry, while they're bickering, why don't you go ahead and roll investigate mystery?
Can I help out?
Yeah.
Looking
Go
around
ahead
to
and-
see. It's,
You're gonna help out with my child support
Plus
payments?
cool.
9.
9. Okay. You get the +1.
Barry hears this talk about it's the GMOs and all this stuff, and he's just seeing in front of him just money slipping away. And I rolled a 3, -1 sharp as 2, +1 is 3.
Okay. So mark experience.
Great. Oh yeah.
I don't think anything bad happens, right?
John, I also want to look around to see if there's anything here that I would think might invalidate a certified organic validation. And
Roll law.
Yeah, you guys have been kind of standing in this clean room, kind of looking at the room as Barry sits there with a shotgun, sitting down, just shaking his head, thinking about all the dollars just leaving his bank account. You push past him, Ken, into the room, and immediately you see kind of that was hidden around the corner. This platter, the platter itself is shattered, but whatever was in it is still there. It looks like a cut of steak, and in it, growing with these strands kind of covering it, is this what looks like a truffle buried into it. And these strands of kind of coming off of it and then burying themselves into the steak.
What the fuck is that?
Chef, you might want to come take a look at this.
That's not.
That's fucking criminal. Can I?
Is that a truffle?
And is that steak? Are they trying to infuse truffle flavor into a steak?
You-
Into living flesh?
Brilliant motherfucker.
Can I like? I'm gonna pull out my my knife. It's the high carbon blue steel blade. It's 120 millimeter with a narwhal horned handle, and kind of poke at this thing and investigate a mystery.
Okay.
8.
All right, you get one hold, one question.
What the fuck is it? What
What
sort of
happened here?
creature is it?
Okay.
What the fuck is this thing?
What Ken has come to the conclusion is seems true that whatever they're doing, you kind of look over and you see that there's a mini like small walk-in freezer that's attached. That's also open, and you see the carcass of a cow hanging. Some of it butchered off, and then on another table, there's looks like a prep table for the meat as well. And in another small like looks like a lab equipment but fridge is a door that is open, and these tendrils are coming out of that as well, and they lead all around the room. There is a decent amount of blood on the ground in here that you notice, and it looks like this truffle has been grafted or otherwise attached to the steak. And you actually find like some like a computer terminal and notes of the last entry kind of up with some bloodstains on the keyboard.
Trent, can you hack into that terminal and find out what's been going on here?
I'm not even answering that. I mean, I go over the computer.
Yeah. Right now it's just like a note application that's just mentioning phase 4 is going as expected. Grafting has been sorry. Why am I saying that? This is all in French.
I say
Grafting has been complete.
I say all right. It's I tap the keyboard and I say all right. I'm in the mainframe. Do you speak French?
Oh, Barry, did you see that? Holy shit.
That was fast as lightning, kid. Good for some.
Zoomers guy.
Ken, you kind of look over his shoulder and it's in French, and you get some words like, steak and truffle and like
The food words.
merged.
Emulsion.
Yeah, emulsion. You kind of get the sense that they're in the middle of testing.
Do you see the word myconoid in there anywhere?
Control F myconoid. No, you don't see a myconoid.
Wait, what's a control F?
What you do notice with that 8 as well about this steak, it's sitting on the ground, and the truffle with the tendrils are in the steak, and some are coming out, but they look like they've been cut. Like the tendrils that were coming from the fridge were at one point attached to the steak, and then they were severed, and the steak is just sitting there.
Okay.
Severed by a knife?
Yeah, looks like.
Do you
Looks
think
like
they're
clean
like
cut.
harvesting it or trying to cut it back, stop it from growing?
I mean, stop it from growing, I guess. I mean, doesn't seem like anything's happening now, right?
Oh, what? To the steak? I mean, I don't know, man. It looks healthy to me. Like, I don't think it's dead. The fungus, I mean.
Barry's gonna go and he's gonna pulls out a knife. Now this is a big knife, and if anyone is a movie lover, you'll notice that it looks just like the knife from Rambo.
Holy shit! Is that John Rambo's knife?
He pulls out a piece of paper from his wallet and he hands it to you.
Certification.
Oh, fuck.
It's a certificate of
You
authenticity.
guys, Sylvester Stallone himself held that knife.
Who?
Sly.
You fucking kids, man.
Holy Jesus, fuck.
And he goes back over and he's gonna pluck the truffle off the steak and try and cut it away from the steak, holding it with his thumb and forefinger.
Okay. As you touch the truffle and kind of start to cut at the strands, you know the thing where they put like the octopus in soy sauce and it jumps?
Yep.
The muscle fibers start
Oh God.
tensing in the steak.
Okay.
You cut it off and the steak just kind of falls. The mycelium strands just kind of hang off of the truffle.
Chef, you got a Tupperware on you?
No, I ain't got no fucking Tupperware on me.
I
Jesus
got-
Christ.
How about
got
you,
some-
sauce boss?
I got something for you. I go into my bag of tricks, and I come out with a ball jar.
Great.
Yeah.
And he drops it in.
Keep this specimen for the restaurant, Chef Tony.
Yeah, sure.
I think Bobby's going to want to see this when we get back.
Fair.
Man, I got the creeps, man.
Trent, you're at the kind of computer station and you notice there's like a first aid kit that is propped open and there are like antifungal pills there kind of splayed out on the counter.
Shit. What's the date? What's the date today? The 14th, right? Yeah, you're gonna want to write that down. Today was the day Ken was right. Look at this shit. Antifungal medication.
Antifungal. We take it. I mean, I just touched this shit, so it might ever be too late for me, boys. In which case, it's been an honor. But
I've been on the fungicide for a long time, so I should be okay.
What do you call your like homemade fungal medication?
Cruise control.
I love it.
it's fucking gross.
Priceless.
Yeah, here. I give you some antifungal medication. I put the rest in my pocket.
I'll grab a couple extra and I'll put them in empty a peanut bag and I just fold it up and put it in my pocket.
Well, I don't know. What do we know? They're growing some sort of fungus on meat.
It seems to be able to control it. Something got dragged away. Something chased after it. Fired 2 rounds.
The like meat locker. There's a cow.
Yeah.
Is there any indication that maybe there was another carcass in here? Is there like another hook or
there's
anything?
room for another.
There's room.
Yeah.
No, like evidence that there was something that's missing though.
No.
Okay.
The blood. Barry goes over, crouches down, puts his elbows on his knees. He looks at the blood. He sort of swipes at it with his finger. Would he be able to deduce in any way if this was the blood of like a carcass being butchered or human blood?
Not really. I mean, it's fairly well dried at this point.
Okay.
And it's not near where they were butchering, obviously butchering the animals. And generally, they would have bled them outside and brought them in. So the carcasses probably have relatively little blood in them. You're relatively, certain that's more than likely human blood, and not like an animal.
Yeah, there's something else missing from this room, and that's whoever was in it.
You mean like the scientist?
Yep.
Well, I don't know, man. Don't know that there was someone down here necessarily. They could have been in the house. They could have been having dinner.
Whatever this thing is, it attaches itself some way to the meat. And man, you see that freezer door ain't no joke. that steel door ain't no joke. Whatever doing this thing is mighty strong.
I guess.
Attaches to the meat.
Yeah. Suppose it's whatever the hell was making all that sound outside, too, huh?
Guys, we should probably go make sure. We should probably go see if the pigs are there.
Yep.
Or the dogs.
Oh, man, the dogs would have been barking by now.
Well, that's a lot of meat.
Fuck.
Man.
You guys head out of the of this warehouse and across the little road. It's considerably darker now, more towards twilight. And you look in this pig pen. It is torn asunder, but you do not see a single carcass or any pig alive in here. Barry, you know that he probably employs a dozen people, maybe had 10 to 12 pigs, a couple dogs, various, some chickens here and there.
Any goats?
Yeah, a couple goats. He had really nice goat cheese in that last time you were here.
Motherfucker.
Any drag marks coming from the pig
Oh,
pen?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
The mud that they kind of kick up is just caked along, kind of dragged out this door onto the road. Some towards the house, and it kind of splits actually. Some of it goes towards the house, and some of it goes up the road towards the back.
Well, I guess we found our path, huh?
Maybe if this thing is actually some sort of meat-eating truffle. Y'all are thinking it. Just saying it. Maybe, Chef, follow your nose. In addition to these tracks, we might be able to see where it's,
Well,
truffles get tired, goddamn.
so, all right.
That's
look,
a lot of meat this thing went through.
we know that obviously we're dealing with something out of control. It's killed a lot of people, animals. I don't know. Maybe it's turned them into truffle zombies. Who the fuck knows? Maybe they're myconoids now. But I don't think it's a good idea for us to just follow the path of death and destruction into the dark forest.
We got cruise control, brother. We grab the car. Would you feel safer if we grab the car?
I think we need to figure out what the fuck we're up against before we start trudging off into the dark woods looking for trouble.
Man, Mr. Labossiere might still be alive in addition to anyone else, any of his family.
The fog has well and truly encompassed this farm now. You can see the headlights kind of flashing over the manor itself towards you, that from your car, but beyond out into the darkness of the dark wood, you can't see anything.
I mean, it's kind of a win-win if we save his life, or anyone else's, or his progeny's lives. We could probably negotiate a really good price point on the truffles from here on out. And if God forbid, but if everyone's dead, we could probably acquire the entire property for ourselves at a cut rate, and you'd be our own suppliers. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, if we take care of whatever the fuck is out here. That's actually not a bad idea. Could really help fund the restaurant. Shit.
Barry sees the money flowing back into his bank account, just nodding his head.
Yeah, man. I mean, we could give tours of the farm, farm to table.
Fuck you. Come on.
Farm to table, man. It's what they want.
Can we stick the kid here?
Agro-tourism.
He can run the fucking the truffle place.
Yeah, maybe we use the kid as fucking bait. He doesn't keep.
Oh. We don't have Guy Croissant here, so somebody's got to be the bait.
Look, you assholes want to go off and get turned into mushroom men, be my guests, but we need gas masks, we need flamethrowers.
Check.
You've got fucking gas masks and flamethrower?
I got my torch. That's flamethrower enough. And I'm on so much antifungal medication. None of this shit's gonna fuck with me. Like any mushroom within 100 yards of me is fucked.
Would it be safer waiting until morning?
I don't know. We got to wait till morning, but I just feel like we don't know. We're just walking in there. We don't know what's going on.
What's
we got a little better idea now that we've seen that lab, but maybe we go through his house. We try to, I don't know, prepare ourselves a little better.
let's check the grain silo and did we give a pretty thorough once over of the pig pen?
Yeah, it's a a wide open area.
And did we check the dog pen?
It's in the same warehouse. Yeah, it was also busted open. Nothing in there.
All right, let's check the grain silo before we do anything else.
You walk down this road, and as you get to the end of the warehouse, like the two warehouses kind of end, the oak trees kind of encompass this. The lined oak trees kind of bend in, and you see the grain silo barely through the fog, and slumped up against one of the oak trees, you see a dog dead with what looks like a bullet wound through its head and a huge tumor on the back of its hind legs.
Gross. With
these tendrils severed laying on the ground. And that's where we'll end right now.
He was a good boy.
Thanks for listening to the Monster of the Week on the Nastagram RPG podcast. Intro music is by Wilhelm Scream, scores by Adrian Von Ziegler and Antti Markkanen. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Nastagram and in the Nastagram Lounge Facebook group, on Instagram and Twitter as Nastagram RPG, or on TikTok as Nastagram.rpg. We beseech you to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and to get the word out to people you know about our misadventures. As always, see you next Tuesday.
That's nasty.